What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Big Bro and Little Sis Reacts. I'm Tomash, this is Taya.
Hey.
And today we're on How to Get Away with Murder, Season 5, Episode 2. Whose blood is that? Because, we saw the blood in the snow last episode. Bonnie pulling up, body some murder. And, I don't know. We saw Baby Wes in the goddamn snow. I don't know what he doing there. If somebody was watching him, or I don't know what's going on. Christopher. I don't know what... Of course, it makes it seem like it was Laurel, but... who knows? But we're back in school. And basically, Annalise told Asher, you need to grow up. I'm not letting you into this class because you didn't prove yourself. You're arguing about something that's petty. You know,
right.
your argument, your assignment was supposed to be based off of your beliefs, and you made it about Michaela because you're not over her. You need to figure yourself out. You ain't got no place in my class. Really, it was about her not showing favoritism, and B, she's curious about the other dude, Gabriel, or whatever his name is. So... that's a whole nother thing.
I feel like it was also that because you were supposed to pick, like you just said, you're supposed to pick something you were interested in, and you're talking about something that they're trying to hide.
Right, and she knows you, and she knows what you're doing. So, yeah, that ain't
like you think
her.
people you think that
Renee,
she want people in the class knowing what Michaela did. And that y'all were a part of it?
I don't think nobody else caught on, but she knew, and that's
enough.
She's trying to distance herself from them out, at the workplace because it's too much drama, and it's not making her look professional. She is being a good person, and she's trying to be professional. She's trying to get her life together. Her life been in shambles for years. It's finally together. It's the rest of y'all that need to get it together. But everybody has been throwing shade at Michaela about Simon, so there's that. Nate's investigating that Gabriel is Bonnie's son, and everything that's going on with that. I'm assuming she thought that the child was dead, because I don't think Bonnie would. I don't know. She is cold and distant, but I feel like she wouldn't abandon her child, though. I don't know, though. She's different, very different. But let's get into this episode and see what they got, and I gotta go get Randy. Full and early reactions are available on Patreon. 2.5 months earlier.
Frank, I'm sad and lonely. Let me go make some new friends.
This house is nice. I don't know what they were talking about. Oh, this is Annalise's apartment.
He's refusing to eat Laurel.
Did you try the choo-choo?
And the roller coaster.
Little wait list.
Oliver, you threw your work shirt in with my laundry.
I did?
You owe me a new blouse.
Aria, you'll be late for class.
Oh, you mean my class you didn't get into?
Actually, I'm over that.
No, you're not.
This household's a mess.
I'll buy plastic dishes this weekend.
Too early for makeup.
I found out where the son's DNA sample came from.
I didn't ask you to do that.
Because you're a good guy. That's why I did it.
Tell me where it's from.
DC. The U.S. Organization for Missing Children.
I investigated the Philadelphia DA.
We'll grab some water. Give you a chance to catch your breath.
This is stressing me out.
Gotta get fast. Right when I'm about to beat your ass. Funny, old man.
They're good at that.
Oh, you never plugged it in.
You lost? Part of my job is to keep an eye on the firm's investments.
And me?
Well, you can handle it, and I might learn a thing or two.
Now, the exciting news is that we already have an enemy. Governor Burkhead thinks that if we start winning appeal, criminals will flood the streets and ruin our chance at re-election. Now, who can fill Mr. Crawford in on our first client?
Nanda Hashim, a Muslim woman currently serving 20 years for killing her wife, Ali Bathurst.
Converted was going to the mosque with me. I was in traffic that night. I told Ali I would meet her there.
It is on us to prove that the public defender screwed up. First victim.
She's purposely not
Mr.
picking.
Castillo.
Nanda is a Rohingya Muslim from Myanmar. For DSD, but her public defender failed to order her a psych consult.
Saw therapists for years before Ali's death. PTSD was never diagnosed.
To see a therapist. It's not like I knew how to be gay in my faith.
Time for me, let alone a law student. Who's left? Miss Pratt.
Purposely made her
Yvonne
go
must be
last.
obvious that she wrote her own appeal from prison. That proves that her shoddy lawyer never explained to her that you can't appeal a plea once you've signed. Tell you that a guilty plea was permanent.
That's what Annalise would do. That's why Annalise purposely didn't pick her.
I assumed I could change my mind once they figured out who killed Ali.
Go stick to that story. I'll take care of the rest.
focus on the legal.
This is my case. I need to focus on everything.
This is my case, and I'll take it away from you at any point.
Michaela's feeling
Is
herself.
a gay immigrant?
What? That is sticking women and men in concentration camps, raping and killing them. Your little plea hearing is actually a death penalty case. No pressure.
Oh no.
Bring my badge.
The receptionist took your ID. What I need is a signature from the acting district attorney. No signature, no file.
I just need you to teach me how to clone a flip phone.
Whose phone?
Oh,
It's
that's
for a
why he
side
did
job.
that.
Can you teach me or not?
No.
He thought he expected him to have a
I
modern
can't
day
teach you
phone. Like, I
because
don't
it's
know.
not possible.
What? You don't want the money?
You think this case is about money? It's about genocide. And sent to concentration camps, but Nanda escaped. Except now she's locked up in what's supposed to be the freest country in the world. You're messed up if you're worried about the prize right now.
Tegan. I mean, Miss Price. Hi.
Just,
She don't fuck with you no more.
I don't think the person likes you very much.
yeah, like why would you
Most people ain't fucking with Michaela.
The woman who I begged not to come work here. Isn't this getting boring? I'm tired of the cat fighting. I'm guessing you are too.
Tegan.
No, Rodriguez.
I have been meaning to thank you. I just knew I couldn't reach out.
Exactly. So what makes you think now is a good time? Are you as stupid as your friend Michaela? Never speak to me again.
Wow. This lady. Oh.
Don't worry, she hates me too.
C&G has a daycare for its employees. Could you ask Emmett to let me in?
No.
But he gave all that money to the clinic.
Figure it out. Be a mom.
Said no more special favors.
I'm sorry I asked.
Then
I took your
leave.
advice
She
and
don't
gave
do
up the
it.
part where I say I'm going to continue Denver's legacy.
It reads well.
Really?
Yes.
D.A. Miller,
Her
I'm
ex.
Asher Mill's son. I came here to talk to Bonnie about an internship.
Can you handle this?
And I got a job here. Not by asking a
Randy.
friend for help, but by taking matters into my own hands. So stop being an entitled millennial and go find your own job.
They said they done with
is it true you
special
had my
favors.
client sign up to 20 minutes per client?
I know what you're doing.
Are you telling me that 20 minutes is enough time to explain the complicated terms of this deal?
You think your class action changed anything, Keating?
Mr. Donald.
It's an expert.
An innocent woman spent years in prison because of your ineptitude, not mine.
And it was your arrogance that made you think you can fix an unjust system. Mr. Donaldson, enough.
Permission to treat this witness as hostile.
Did she tell you that she only married her wife for a green card?
Objection! Not the foundation.
Right here. Execution Exhibit A, Ms. Hashim's student visa application. Ms. Hashim checked widowed and listed her deceased husband's name as Raju Hashim. Did you know that your client was actually straight, Mr. Donaldson? Nothing further.
I chose you as my first appeal because you were trustworthy.
I
You
am.
never told me you were married to a man.
It was before I even moved here.
It's a client I promised to get out of jail.
Being too hard on her. I can take it.
Can you? Because this is a nice version of me.
Tell us the truth. Was your marriage
The nice
real?
version.
Not at first. My visa was ending, so Ali offered. The more time we spent together, it became real. I fell in love with her. That means my takedown of the PD can still win this.
If the judge believes her.
Put me on the stand. I will swear on the Quran. Convince him that we were in love.
You think he cares about love?
So yes, it started as a lie, but our marriage was the most real thing I have ever known.
And remember,
This is my case. I didn't prove any change in strategy.
it's a good thing I'm not looking for your approval. Dig into finding threatening behavior in this
Connor
case.
trying not to laugh?
Oliver?
She
No,
feels
I
bored.
was at home with Christopher.
Apparently not.
She wants to be the aggressor so bad.
It's not even a kid. So what's the deal with you and Annalise?
Okay, stop.
Man, come on. I want to get to know you.
Talking about Annalise is not how you do that.
I already know you. You take your coffee black. You bite your fingernails and staff me, then
That's not
compliments
the real
and
vibe.
talk.
It's going to murder. Throw you off without me, not even look twice. Shoot you in the basement and leave your body full of rats. You really know bodies should murder.
I like it.
Hardly hearing
I still can't tell if she's real or not.
Really? I took your side, Annalise. Now it's your turn to take mine.
Alright.
I'm not trying to be difficult.
How is that at all true?
You need me to succeed for you to succeed. I can only do that if I work on cases I care about. That means if
So I'll do it.
Have a good night.
Who's Godfather, Laurel? I like hanging with the kid.
I am finding daycare, which is way more difficult than it sounds. I'm figuring it out on my own.
Liz,
Tried to
this
make her
is
jealous.
Christopher's mom.
my God.
God, your baby is so cute. Like,
Really, Frank? With my child in the house?
He was asleep and I had the baby monitor on.
Yeah, while you were banging some stranger.
We did it all the time. What's the big deal?
She hurt him, so he wanted to hurt her. Really, Frank? This is why I don't like him. Like,
I'm still at the office. What's up?
I can't remember my indexable password. Do you need to go?
How's the new place?
Great. You should
why
come
don't you change the subject?
I would love that.
Really?
Of course.
You really want this internship?
Kyle, where's Summertop?
I'm not sure. See you tomorrow.
He still keep coming back. Oh my
He's
God.
desperate.
There's other law firms. This isn't the only one.
He's been getting denied for a long time.
I slept with him. I like him.
Okay, so she does.
There we go.
I only know if she said something.
Or not, we hacked into Ellie's son's credit card statements.
I hacked into them and site for alt-right racists.
We can take it to the judge, right?
No, I'll put Josh on the stand. Make him crack.
Well, it was Connor. What? She's never right.
Get Josh to confess on the stand. Nanda walks free today.
Great, now my takedown.
You know this hearing just... You ready to handle that?
I destroyed that public defender. I just need to do the same thing with this little bigot.
Do it right for the right reasons.
Okay. What? I figured I'd go. It's up to you.
Okay.
You can handle it.
Pressure's on.
You're
See, I could never be a left. First of all, that's
Yes, Your
studying.
Honor. That way, even though Nanda was a Muslim immigrant.
Yeah, of course.
Josh, can you read
We
the
hate to see
highlighted
that
comments posted by Barfly
Hate to see
22?
the truth though.
These Muslims instead of Jesus? That's despicable.
I agree. Computer and impersonate you?
He has to tell the truth, not her.
Remember, you're under oath.
We have free speech in this country. Whatever it is you think that I wrote.
This hateful, anti-Muslim rhetoric.
It does not make me a murderer.
You know what? The killer you
I
are.
was nowhere near the house.
Oh, so the cell phone towers and the street cameras can prove that, or the GPS in your car.
He wasn't prepared for that.
That public defender was right about you. Letting real criminals loose on the streets sets us back.
Us? As in white people?
Keenan on this country. Just like her.
His true colors is showing. She be giving them the crack, boy, I tell you. Breaking them.
Nothing further.
Because they be so scared because they under oath and they like, shit.
What?
My roommate's kicking me out of my place. You can come live with us?
They are trying so hard
What?
to...
We can kick Michaela out, move him in.
You're being released.
One win down, 90 more to go.
Thank you, God. Thank you, enemies.
I'm glad
It was a
Michaela
team
chose
effort.
to let her.
Thank you, team.
Yeah, it's about lying and being confident about it.
I would be so ashamed of him, not you.
You did good.
That was all you.
Well, you knew what you didn't know, and you admitted it. That's what grown-ups do.
G. Miller?
We can get the job done right.
This is now creepy. Your speech is gonna tank. What?
Sure.
I saw the copy on Bonnie's desk. It makes you look like Denver's little bitch boy. Okay, it did. Insulting me is not how you get a job. Governor Burkhead is tough on crime, okay? Which means he's gonna push the judges to pick someone that's aggressive. But Denver's conviction rate sucked. You need to distance yourself from him and praise the governor publicly. That is the only way that you are your own man with your own voice and your own balls.
Are you done?
Wait, it's not bad advice. There's a lot more where that came from. You're hired on a trial basis. You annoy
Prove
me,
yourself.
and you're out. Not bad for a millennial, huh?
He gotta prove himself because ain't nobody just gonna hand him nothing.
She must be one of Annalise's students.
Says she knows who ratted out her father.
Oh, you doing a power play here, huh?
She said you gotta babysit my
I'm
child.
surprised what you told me.
I know who Jane Doe is.
Miss Castillo, the sperm no longer represents your father or you, so I suggest you or your
It was my mother. She was reliant on my father financially and emotionally, but she's probably in witness protection.
Why tell us?
I imagine you've been looking for her within the firm, or at least that. I'd hate if my family ruined another innocent person's life.
And then now you know their favor.
Talk to your fiance.
Actually, he has something to say to you. Oliver?
I put my purple shirt in with your whites on purpose.
I know it.
And?
Connor, I mean, the both of us wanted you to be our other best man.
They forgave her.
Say yes.
She did give them a place
Do I
to
get to
live.
pick out my own outfit?
Won't call them, mainly.
So just be a good guy. She deserves it.
I agree.
Excellent. He ain't even looking.
I was gonna tell you.
You're gonna let me talk for once. You like control, so do I, but only one of us here is the boss. So from now on, you're gonna share any and all pertinent information. And you're gonna take any case I assign.
I told you.
You wanna save the world? I know. The ship is sinking, Annalise. And the only way to save it, Nick, is to make money. So you're gonna put the do-gooder Girl Scout crap aside. You're gonna make the firm some cash.
She got what she wanted the first run. Just do his the second one. Go back to his third and fourth and fifth.
What are you doing here? I live across the hall. What are you doing here? My roommate kicked me out. Guy who told me about this place. And stacks, and this place hadn't worked out.
Is that
Frank set him up.
swivel move?
I can do it again, but I need a favor.
Put this together.
Tell your roommate Gabriel he can't live with you anymore. I finally found a way into the kid's head. If he's here to hurt her, I'm about to find out.
Her Bonnie or Annalise?
Who
is the one?
Me too. Think that this can.
I was trying to find out what he knew, if Denver told him anything. And
No need me to tell you how stupid this is. You just can't be all messy about it.
life is messy. You know that better than anyone.
There's a mess that life gives you and the mess that you make.
True.
That's
Denver was his mentor. You always want men you can't
He's
have.
nothing like Sam.
How do you know he's not playing you?
Because I spent the last 3 months getting to know him. That is why I trust him, because if he saw what was in my file, he'd want nothing to do with me.
That's true.
You know, at first I was like, okay, y'all should just like apologize and never rekindle
The
again.
DNA sample we sent
But-
to Denver was from a blood test. 2 days later, the baby was kidnapped.
Any suspects?
Just her.
Is this the one?
Because you know what? We were thinking it was a guy on the other side of the wait, it looks like God.
Now
The
she's
first
snatching
time-
up Laurel's baby.
Thank
Okay, there's Laurel.
Davey change or something?
Yeah, I didn't want to bother you.
We haven't seen Connor or Oliver.
Whose blood is that? Whose blood is that, Bonnie? Bonnie, tell me whose blood it is. Bonnie, whose blood is it?
She has no reaction. But anyways,
I have a lot of thoughts. Do you want to go first?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm glad they just revealed most of the people are alive. Okay. Less stress. We have Connor, Oliver, the one, or somebody else. So we know that Laura's been looking for babysitters constantly. So that's why I didn't want to say it earlier in the episode because there was a lot of dialogue. But her looking for constant babysitters means people are going to have the baby throughout the season, which is why I was like, okay, so it's probably not Laurel that's the one that's bleeding because that's just too obvious. And she's been handing the baby off to people. So mainly Oliver. So he's suspect number one as far as who's bleeding. And they're the only two that haven't been seen at the wedding. But why Bonnie wouldn't help one of them, Connor or Oliver, I'm not understanding. So that makes me think it's somebody else. We found out Bonnie's baby was kidnapped. Okay. You said it looks like Bonnie. I don't know.
huh? Oh, yeah.
I don't know. She said she was unconscious. Now, I can't remember.
Because I don't think her real hair color is blonde.
Interesting. Now, did Frank know... Annalise knew Bonnie before they knew Frank, because Sam introduced them to Frank, but I can't remember where Bonnie was in that equation. Who came first, Frank or Bonnie?
Huh?
Who came first, Frank or Bonnie, as far as Annalise's two? We know Annalise brought Bonnie in from helping her with her court case. Sam asked Annalise to bring
Frank
in Frank.
was in jail, so I don't know.
I can't remember seeing them at the same time.
I do, but I don't remember who I saw first.
Because I feel like in their respective flashback episodes, neither of them were in each other's flashbacks.
They
so I
weren't.
don't know who came first. So if
It was just them together and like two other background characters or something.
So if Frank came first, they would, well, no, because Annalise didn't know about this. This would have happened to Bonnie before Annalise even tried the case, because this is talking about when she was pregnant and delivered. So
yeah, this is talking about when
way
she was
before.
like maybe 17.
No, this happened to her young. Wasn't she like 13?
Yeah, 13.
So yeah, no, this wouldn't. So this is way back. So I don't know how Frank would have anything to do with that. I don't know who the one is. I'm that plot. I'm very lost on.
I'm very lost. I'm like Dora. What? Like I don't know.
Annalise and Michaela. I feel like Annalise realized the more aggressive I am, and the more I try to ignore Michaela and everything, the harder she pushes, the harder she's trying to be this bully. And Annalise is really not liking Michaela because it's like looking into the mirror, looking at your past self, like somebody who's trying to be the old version of you. And she's just trying to get away from that. That's the whole reason
she came to this goal. She was trying to be the old version of Annalise, and now that Annalise has had this huge character development, she's like, okay, girl, can you wrap it up? Like, that's been years. That's been years now. Maybe a year, but whatever. Wrap it up.
And I think she's realizing, much like herself, when you push back or when you put pressure on somebody, they push back hard. And so she stopped pushing against Michaela because Michaela just kept challenging her. And then she opened up. She gave Michaela the respect that she was looking for. And then Michaela, in turn, gave that back and let Annalise do what was necessary for the case. So,
like, when you're rude to me, I'm rude to you.
Correct.
But when you're nice to me, I'm nice.
Yeah, that's exactly what they were going for. So and even Oliver was like, he was like, okay, I need to stop being petty and doing this. Like, she knows what she did is wrong. She knows how we feel about it. It's been very transparent between us. So, all right, that's aside. You know how I feel. I hope you understand and would never do something like this again. But we want you, you've been really good to us all these years, despite that one incident. So we would like for you to be the best man, the other best man. So that was nice. I'm glad because it's like we can't throw out all these years of friendship. Be upset at what she did. It's a mistake. I mean, I don't know if she realizes it yet, but it was a terrible thing. I think they've helped her realize that, but we don't know yet. And plus, it was a malicious thing to do, but honestly, it came from a place of love, even if it doesn't feel that way. She did it to protect them, but that doesn't make it right. And that's basically what they wanted to get across to her. But it's not that she did it just because she didn't like Simon. It's because she genuinely wanted to protect everybody. This was a certainty for her. Now we're doing all these, cases of the week. Obviously, it's going to have to speed through because we can't do 91 cases. There's just not even enough episodes. Right. But now they're giving her other cases to work towards. So I think the case was...
The next one is about this crazy CEO murder.
Who killed his partner, yeah. So that's something we'll have to see what's...
I'm very excited to see that because, well, first of all, when Annalise first had her first case or whatever with that rich man, I did not like him. But I do like the idea of defending rich people and seeing their personalities versus when she defends poor, humble people. You know what I mean? Not that you can't be rich and humble.
Though
they do all lie, but I like seeing like how they act. You know what I mean? Very interesting.
Okay. Nate got the signature, so now he can take that paperwork back and get the information on the missing person case and everything. And it's like we're getting the story in different increments. So Nate and Frank don't know that each other are looking into it though. So I'm wondering if Nate's probably going to find out something Frank did and how he's involved in this and probably expose him. So that's going to be an interesting dynamic.
Right. Especially because Nate hasn't been being messy.
What if it's Nate that's bleeding out? Maybe he did confront Frank about something because Annalise slapped Frank. So what if Nate had the baby and Frank did something to Nate? Bonnie found out too, but obviously she's going to back Frank.
No, because Michaela just came in and she was like, hey, Nate was looking for you. And he had something to tell you.
And Nate could be outside. Nate had the baby.
Maybe.
If Nate was that's why he would be outside if he was looking.
Why would Bonnie not help Nate?
Because she's protecting Frank.
Oh.
Is what I'm saying. That's why Annalise slapped him. I mean, I think Nate found out.
Right, because her loyalties will fall on to Frank before Nate.
Correct.
Got you.
Correct. So that's where I'm thinking this is going. But yeah, now Frank is also thinking that this Gabriel character is here to hurt somebody, either Bonnie or Annalise. But I guess I'm gearing more towards Annalise because they said that he said that he was attracted to the school because of Annalise. He saw her in the class action, and that's what brought him over. So that's another thing. And then Frank instantly recognized him. Annalise, I don't know. I can't tell if she recognizes him because she did let him in. I don't know. It's hard to say. And I feel like she don't, but then part of me, like, she be keeping stuff to herself too. So I don't know. It's a lot going on. But I think that's all my thoughts as far as everything. And Asher, I already said how I feel he's working to getting where he needs to get because everybody's not handing him stuff anymore. It goes back to even when he asked Annalise for a place to live. She's like, you got to figure it out on your own.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
He's been getting denied stuff for a very long time. But yeah, he's had privilege his whole life.
Because, I mean,
so.
he grew up just here and so.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mean that you don't need help one day, but people are not just going to hand you stuff. Not everybody gets stuff handed to them. So they'd be like, you got to work for that. Because then you don't really learn anything because you just get everything handed to you. So that's not how that's going to work. So, and now Annalise is really being fair. She even told Laurel, find your own way. But see, the thing is, and even with Laurel, they use Annalise tactics. And they can't help it because that's what they've been learning these last few years. But she went in, basically told Tegan, you know, I know, we know the secret between us. But I'm not going to lie for you. And now you know that I have the real truth and I can hold it over you. But we're going to say it's this. And now you're going to do this for me. And we're going to call it even. And that was that.
But, yeah, because, I mean, when you hang around someone for so long, you tend to pick up habits.
Correct. And they've picked up too many of Annalise's bad tendencies. So,
like when I drive and turn a corner, I make sharp turn. I make wide turns because nobody be right there. You know what I mean? I picked that up because you do that. You know what I mean?
No.
Oh.
I can make all type of turns.
No, just in a neighborhood. You know what I mean? Drive in the middle.
Well, that's because that's not a traditional street road.
Exactly.
You can do that.
I know. I picked that up, but when I was with Mom, she was like, "No, you have to stay on the right side." I was like, "Well, you know what I mean?"
You don't have to, but I mean, if a car is coming, then yeah, everybody goes to the right. But
I just said when nobody's there.
Yeah. Anyway, that was a weird analogy, but
it was a good one,
I guess. But that's all I got for this one. It was a good episode. It was a really good episode. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Of course, you want to hear what you guys thought.
Be sure to comment, share, subscribe, subscribe to the page on for that.
And we'll see you guys some more. How to Get Away with Murder.
Bye.